In this demonstration, we're now going to take a look at Azure Files in the Azure portal and then how we would connect our machine to that Azure file share. So let's head over to the Azure portal first of all. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and create a new storage account. So we'll click Add and choose our subscription and our resource group. So I'm going to choose the SL-storage resource group. Scroll down, give it a storage account name. So we'll call this SL file demo, and make sure that's not taken. There we go, we've got the green check there on the right. And scrolling further down, location, North Central US. We'll just use standard tier for performance here. General purpose version 2 is fine for our account kind. I can choose my replication option here. So because I'm using a file share, maybe I don't want that just to be locally replicated. Maybe I do want to use something like read access G or redundant storage, which if you saw in the other module, that's going to create 6 copies of that data and put it in other regions as well. And because I'm going to be accessing this data pretty frequently, I'm going to use the hot tier for my access method. So we'll click Next, which takes us to the advanced settings. Nothing we need to do at this stage. We could put some tags in if we want to as well at this point, but otherwise let's review and create. So we'll go ahead and click Create, and that gets our new storage account created. Okay, all of that's created, so we'll go to the resource, which is our storage account, and in here we can create our file share. So if we scroll down on the left-hand side, we will choose the file service files. And in here, click New File Share, and let's give it a name. So SL File Share 01, and we'll give it a 10 gig quota. And it really is that simple. That is our file share now created, pretty quick. And now we can click the context menu and go to Connect, because we want to connect to this file share. And it will now give us a couple of ways to connect from Windows as well as from Linux if you scroll down there as well. It actually gives you the scripts directly in there with the keys and everything already filled out for you. So in my case, I'm going to connect by creating a PowerShell drive on my Windows operating system that I'm on right now. So I'll click this copy on the right here. If I wanted to map the drive, I could use netuse, which is this bottom option here, but the top one does a PowerShell drive. So now what I'll do is I'll open PowerShell ISE, right-click it and run it as administrator. And I'm going to go in now and paste that script. And if we look at what it does for a second, you can see the first thing is just storing the account key that's going to access the file share. Pass in a credential object, so that way when I do new PS drive, I can reference the credential object with the account key, and that's going to connect me into that file share. So if I go ahead now and click Run Script, it will run that PowerShell script, and you can see it's created a Z drive for me in PowerShell. So now I can simply go to Z drive and nothing on there obviously. It's just an empty file share at this point. But that's all there basically is to it as far as getting a drive connected and getting access to a whole bunch of files. And with that, that concludes this demonstration.